All right, I'm going to show you a strategy that I have never ever seen anybody use. You know how there's LinkedIn Jobs? Well, we can get SMMA clients through LinkedIn Jobs. People are posting on LinkedIn Jobs because they're a business looking for help, right? So if I'm looking for someone that does marketing, or someone that does HR or PR or anything, right? So why wouldn't we be there to help them? Obviously, they've risen their hand, and they've shown us that they're interested. So why don't we reach out to them? So I'm going to show you how this works. What I did was I tested this on myself. It did work for me, and I'll show you some of the results that I got from trying this. But an easy way to find people that might be interested in your services, let's just say we're doing appointment setting for staffing agencies. This is a staffing agency that's hiring right now, and I use the term SDR in LinkedIn job search. So here we see all this information about them, blah, blah, blah. What most people do is, let's just say I was looking for a job, you would click easy apply. That's a bad idea because everybody clicks the easy apply button and they get hundreds of applications, and then you're just one drop in the bucket, right? One piece of paper once hundreds of other pieces of paper, right? How do we kind of differentiate ourselves? Well, we can reach out directly to the owner, founder, and CEO and offer our services to them, but make it sound like we're still looking for a job, but not as if we are an agency, if you're an agency, right? So I'm going to show you what that means. So if I click on this right here, Right Choice Resources, which is the company name, I can open this up and I can see people. And if I go to people, I can see owner, founder, CEO. So there's obviously all the people that work there. But if I look up founder, I found that to work well just looking at founder. And I have two founders here. This guy is the founder of something else, but this guy says founder at Right Choice Resources, which is this company here. So I click on Greg's name here. Greg kind of seems like a hot shot. He's got a lot of things going for him. As you can see, all this random stuff, 3X Inc. 5000 list, all whatever, blah, blah, blah. I click on more and I can connect with Greg and I can send him a message, or I can just message Greg directly. I click message Greg right here, and now I can just send him a message directly. This is from a LinkedIn InMail. As you can see here, it says free message, and sometimes it will cost you, like if you have a free account, I think you might be able to do 5 InMails for free. If you have a LinkedIn Sales Navigator account, you'll be able to do 150 InMails per month. But with this one's free because it's an open profile. And so open profiles, anybody can message them. Now, I had to go through like 25, 30 people just to find this one guy, Greg, that had an open profile. So you can just send him a connection request and send him a message through there. But you can also just do this, right? Now, I can send him a message through here and just say whatever. Or if I did, let's say I don't have LinkedIn Sales Navigator, or he wasn't an open profile, I just click connect here, add a note, and then just put in my note in here, right? Which is the message I want to send. Now, I'm able to send up to 300 characters, which my message is short enough to be able to fit into that 300 character limit. And I can show you what my message is in a second. I don't know if I have premium, LinkedIn Premium, so I don't know if it's less if you don't have LinkedIn Premium. Maybe it's only 160 characters if you don't have this, but I don't know. Either way, it's working for me. So. And you can also look up, the only hard part about looking people up on LinkedIn Jobs is that sometimes I don't want to reach out to people that have, like, let's say 100 employees or hundreds of employees, because obviously if they have 10,000 employees, what they need me for, 50 to 200, probably a little too big. I probably would stay anywhere between 1 to 10 and 11 to 50 employees rather than 51 to 200 employees, because it's probably too big for us to kind of reach out. Not too big for us to reach out, but you know what I mean. So if we want to reach out to smaller businesses that don't have as many employees, right, 200, 500 employees, you can do this through Sales Navigator. So if I go here to Sales Navigator, I go to Accounts Search, and I go to Company Headcount 1 to 10 employees. And I look up keyword staffing. So these are staffing agencies with 1 to 10 employees. And I can also look up, let's see, hiring right now. So we can look up job opportunities, click on here, hiring on LinkedIn. So there's 4,000 companies currently hiring on LinkedIn that are staffing agencies. So we have staffing science. I can click on this, or actually let me click on employees. You can click right there, and now we can find founder and CEO of Staffing Science, and I can just message them directly. Now this guy doesn't have an open profile. As you can see, it's InMails. So I have to use an email credit in order to send a message to this guy. But we can kind of go through, try to find someone that doesn't have, well, this one's still email credit, right? But let's just say you send out 150 messages, you can still get really good results just with that 150 messages that you get per month, right? This one, open profile, free, so I can message this guy directly. So that is what works pretty well. All right, so that's your option for reaching out to people. And here's the message that I was sending that was getting me good responses. The message was, hey, Sarah, I wanted to see if you have any SDR positions available at company name. I've worked with dozens of companies over the last 3 years. I usually get 120 appointments per month using my SDR direct outreach strategies, and I want to see if you had any room on your team. Please let me know. As you can see, she was interested. She said, send me an email of your resume, and I'll be interested in chatting more. So that's what I sent. Now, let's just say we are trying to still be an agency. We're just trying to, still we have several clients. We're not trying to really work as, for someone. You can still send something like this, and then on the call, on the interview, you just do the interview like you would do any other interview, but you just say, hey, I just want to see if I could do some contract work for you. Or you can contract stuff out to me, and I can work for you. I have other clients I work with, but I can, work with you as well, So again, instead of saying that we're an agency, saying we're a contractor or we're a consultant, because agency can kind of have a bad rap, So that's something you can do. Now, the results that I got from this was, with a small test, I got 20 total replies, I sent out 20 messages, right? It took me about 45 minutes to send 20 messages. I got 5 replies total, and 3 of them were interested out of the 20, and 2 were not interested. And they were just like, oh, yeah, we're just not hiring right now, whatever, right? And so, 45 minutes sending out one by one, right? And I was just copying, pasting that message. All I was changing was her name, or the name of the person, and also the company name. So I would just say, hey, Sarah, I just want to see if you have any room available at coldleads.com, right? So just changing those 2 variables, and that worked pretty well, where I got 3 people interested within 45 minutes. It's like 3 booked calls in 45 minutes. That's pretty good, right? If you do any other outreach strategy, it might, other than maybe SMS, it's a lot faster. So large test. This is where I just sent out a ton of messages to people, and this was using a LinkedIn automation. So most LinkedIn automation tools, you can send about 20 to 40 messages per day. Outreach messages, you can do open profile campaigns or connection request campaigns. And so I sent out to 178 people over the course of a week or a week and a half. I got 27 replies and 13 people interested. And again, that almost took nothing because it took me maybe 30 minutes to set up the automation. It went out for a week and a half, and I got 13 people interested in this. So that's a 7% positive reply rate, 15% response rate, which is pretty good overall, and then a 7% positive reply rate, which is extremely good compared to other campaigns. An email campaign, if you did any cold email before, you might get a 1 to 5% response rate, mostly a 1 to 2% response rate, and then only 0.5% positive reply rate. We're getting a 7% positive reply rate just doing this. So it's working a lot better. Now, you can also reach out on other platforms, where you can reach out on Facebook or wherever else. And what's also cool is that with this test and with this one, I didn't even reach out on LinkedIn Jobs. That's the thing. I just reached out to anyone that was like a staffing agency, just all of them, right? So I just looked up staffing agency, owner, founder, CEO on LinkedIn, and just started reaching out to people. And you'd be surprised how many people are hiring or how many people are interested. A lot of people were interested when I was just sending out these messages. So these are 20 just cold messages, not to people that are targeted, that are like, under 10 employees, that are staffing agencies, whatever. I didn't do all that. I just went owner, founder, CEO, staffing, and I just reached out to them directly. And so it works really well. So you can do this with any cold outreach approach. You can do this on Facebook outreach, SMS outreach, email outreach, where you just say, hey, I just want to see if you guys have any positions available. I'm an SDR. I just want to see if I can work for you. Or I do marketing, I do websites, I do PR. I want to see if I can work on your team. Are you open to that? And then get a good amount of responses that way. So that's the strategy. I hope that was helpful for you guys. I hope you guys are actually able to use that. If you want a system to consistently get 120 sales calls per month, this is just one strategy out of 15, 16 different strategies that I have that I use consistently to get 3 to 5 calls per day. Easy. So if you're interested in that, you can book a call directly with my team below and me. I will talk to you soon. I love you.